To take you back to that fiscal cliff story now. Ohio's congressional delegation voted with a majority to pass the agreement. All 5 House Democrats voted in favor of it. Of the Republicans, 6 voted in favor, 7 voted against, including local Congressman Jim Renacci and Bob Gibbs. Well, joining me now is Matt Olver of Spero Investments, and he's going to be joining us talking about what we've been talking about, all of this fiscal cliff information. Tax cuts in for people making more than $400,000 were extended. That's not too many of us. But let's talk a little bit about what's going to happen now. The big thing is Social Security. What part does that play in all of this?
Well, the Social Security tax is the payroll tax that people pay in their paychecks each and every time they receive a paycheck. That rate used to be 6.2%. It was reduced to 4.2% in 2010 as a part of trying to recover from the fiscal crisis or financial crisis that we experienced. And that is now rolling off. That was not renewed, so we will see that rate go from 4.2 back to 6.2 again.
So a lot of people are going to see a little bit. They're going to see something happen.
Yeah, so for a couple that's making $50,000, you'll see $1,000 more of tax each year.
Okay. Well, the bill also prevents a tax hike on estates less than $5 million.
That's right. That's right. Okay. So, and we really weren't sure where that was going to end up. That was $1 million at the beginning of the decade, was extended to 3.5, and was gradually increased to $5 million. And now we're seeing that going to be permanently instated at $5 million.
And also extends unemployment benefits for about 2 million people in the United States.
That's right, and that's something important for a lot of people in need, is that they will continue to receive those benefits. Right now it was scheduled to, if they were beyond their initial unemployment claims, they actually didn't receive their first paycheck in January. Now with this deal, they will get that paycheck as well as continue on until their normal end of benefits.
You watch money all the time with Spero Investments. Was there any surprise that came out of this? I mean, we've been talking about it for the last many weeks. What surprised you, if anything?
Well, I think one of the things that surprised us was the keeping the limit on estate taxes at that $5 million level, although we're going to see the rate on that go from 35 to 40. I think another surprise was actually there's a small little provision in there that allows for rollovers of Roth conversions actually inside your 401k, which previously weren't allowed. And that was something that was certainly nowhere in the talks that we were seeing.
Now, some of the people who voted against this whole fiscal cliff thing, this fix, they say it's just a Band-Aid, that we're going to have to address all of this stuff long range. Agreed with that? Well,
there's 2 important parts to that. One is that these tax rates are made permanent. So what that means is that they will stay at this level unless Congress acts to change those rates again. Whereas previously, every time, unless Congress did act, we were going to see those rates increase. So that is a good thing, that right now we at least have some certainty in the near term on where those tax rates will be, and not expected to see them increase. On the other side, those spending cuts that were supposed to be addressed as a part of this fiscal cliff have just been pushed back. So now we're going to see in the end of February, beginning of March, the reconversation about what spending cuts need to take place at the same time that we're now pushing up against that debt ceiling again, and Republicans may hold the line on whether they're going to allow this, or what kind of spending cuts they're going to demand at that point in time.
We will see how the rest of it all unfolds.
We're just started. We're pleased to see what we've seen so far, but we're not out of the woods yet.
Okay, well, many thanks. Matt Olver is with Spero Investments. We appreciate you coming by to give us some insight into this thing called the fiscal cliff and what we have done.
Thank you.
Or did not do, depending on your politics, I suppose.
That's right.
Depending on where you stand on that.